Quinter, and this is Confusional Arousals. Today, I would like to finish our two-part episode with Zachary Esperanto, the world-famous but totally unknown poet who has his first book coming out entitled Poems for No One. Now, Zachary, I've known you for many years. I believe we met in December of 2006.
That's not my real name.
No?
Of course not. Nobody knows my real name.
Do you know your real name?
I had it removed from my memory, electroshock therapy.
That's taking your privacy a little too far, don't you think?
Thinking is for saps.
So, you don't have a real name. Do you have a bank account?
No.
So somebody pays you $500,000 for a poem.
That would be a short poem.
So someone pays you $500,000 for a haiku.
What are you, stupid? A haiku?
Okay, not a haiku. How about a limerick?
Yes, I've sold, I think, 3 limericks for $500,000.
Limericks?
Euros.
A euro is a poem?
What kind of bozo are you? It's a European currency. I was saying I got paid in euros.
Okay, so you don't have a bank account, and they pay you in euros.
Yes, mostly 5s and 10s.
Okay, so some rich person asks you to write a limerick for his wife and gives you a duffel bag with 100,000 €5 bills.
A €5 note, but yes.
How much is that? How much does that weigh?
218 pounds.
218 pounds.
218.75 pounds. About 100 kilos. 99.43 kilos.
Then what do you do?
I buy a car, and I drive around until my sacks are empty.
Your sacks are empty.
Yes, my sacks are empty.
That sounds terribly inappropriate. But how long does it take you to empty your sacks?
A couple of months. But I give away a lot of it.
Go on.
If I talk to a person in need, I might give him $1,000.
How much money do you give away?
Enough.
Are you going to give any to me?
You are stupid.
But you're coming on to my show to get some hype going. I thought you were going to throw something my way. Can I have one of your books?
They're a lot of money.
But we're friends.
We're not that good friends. Maybe I'll send you proof, but I'm not going to stamp it.
Fair. Why don't we discuss why, after all this time living in the shadows, you have decided to publish a book and appear on my show?
It's your podcast.
Well?
I came on your show because you asked me to.
And why did I ask you? You called me up in October. Ugh! You said I'm a terrible interviewer, but you are a lousy guest.
Maybe I'm a terrible guest because you're so bad at interviewing people.
You called me up because you wanted to print your book. I offered to help you.
You are very kind.
Thank you. And these are all original poems. We are not getting a poem written for, I don't know, Rita Moreno.
Are you kidding me? She'd kick my ass.
She's 94.
And still a hottie.
True.
I did give her a poem. Ode to Trattoria Tutorial, which is where we had our one and only date. A magical evening.
So, we are not getting that poem.
Hate to be a bother, but I need to use the bathroom.
Now?
And I might be a little longer.
Why?
You know, Rita Moreno.
Okay. Now I'm going to have to use the bathroom as well.
I'm telling you, she's a hottie.
No, I'm going to throw up! I have to call you back.
If I don't answer, give me another 10 minutes.
Welcome back. I hope we still have some listeners left. Welcome back, Zachary Esperanto, today's guest.
What the hell is that?
What?
I think I have some toilet paper stuck on my shoe. Give me a minute.
Are you good?
I think so.
Let's try this from another angle. Why have you written these poems in dead languages?
Because I'm dying.
Thank you! I'm not happy because you are dying. But finally, we have come to the point.
We are all always dying. It is what humans do best.
Yes, but you are dying. The end is in sight. You see the light at the end of the tunnel. You're ready to kick the bucket, about to raise your last pint, buying the farm, sailing off into happier waters.
Did you look up euphemisms for dying?
I wanted to be prepared.
When I kick the bucket, I hope it hits you in the head.
I deserve that. So, Zachary, you are the closest thing I have ever met to a holy man.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You spend a month out of the year living in poverty, thanking the Holy Spirit for its generosity, while seeing firsthand man's inhumanity to man. Why are you charging this ungodly amount of money for a book that is most likely unreadable?
Because I am dying.
I think our listeners understand that, and
I want to be buried in space.
so you want your ashes to be shot up on a rocket and an astronaut to dump them into outer space.
No, I want to be buried in space. No ashes. My whole intact body is to be tossed out of Elon Musk's starship.
And you have talked to Mr. Musk about this.
He's good with it.
He is?
Yes, but he wants $500,000.
That doesn't seem out of place for the rest of our conversation.
That is why I am selling my book for that amount of money.
You think you're going to sell 100 books.
How many books do you sell on average?
Maybe 50.
Why am I on this show?
I have no idea.
You are useless.
And you are dying.
I know.
I know. But why $10,000?
Economics.
Explain.
I have a commodity, and I price it out of the reach of the typical consumer. The only people who could buy it are very rich or people pretending to be very rich. Its true value is not in the poetry within its pages, but the fact that it is out of reach for most of humanity. Is a golden toilet practical? No. Is it a better toilet? No. It's just something that most people wouldn't have.
Okay, I understand. In Shakespeare's time, the commoners got a set price to get into the pit, which was the general admission. If you wanted to impress people, you paid an additional fee and you got to sit in the first balcony. If you really wanted to impress people, you paid another additional fee and got to sit in the second balcony, which actually had the worst seats in the house, but were the most expensive.
That is the example you shared with your audience? Why didn't you say HBO Plus? Blah, 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 Shakespeare, blah, blah, blah. Second balcony, how many followers do you have?
Like 70.
I don't know who I feel sorrier for. Me, who is so close to death, or you, who have so many more years living such an uninspiring life.
Please, let it be me. So, you have Elon Musk's telephone number.
Yes.
You want to share it with our listeners?
Of course. 512, fuck off.
Rude.
He is number 7 on my speed dial.
Who is number 1?
My mother.
You really are a sweetheart. What number am I on your speed dial list?
How many followers do you have?
70.
More than triple that number.
You certainly have a lot of people on speed dial.
The Yahoo customer service number is a lower number than you are.
That was hurtful.
I apologize.
Apology accepted. So, to paraphrase, you have written a book that you are selling for an ungodly amount of money so that you could be buried in space. The buyers get nothing for their money except a book that is unreadable, but it does have a Happy Holidays stamp on it.
I've changed my mind. No stamp.
Perfect. So the book is absolutely worthless, except for the fact that no one else has it. And so it becomes so valuable that you can pay the world's richest man $500,000 to drop you off in space, where you will float around for several million years until you are hit by a meteor or many thousand micrometeors, which will pulverize you into cosmic dust.
You understand this proposal completely.
What happens if you sell 150 books?
Then I will be buried in a William Westmacott suit.
That sounds like a made-up name.
He's a London tailor whose suits go for around $80,000.
Nice. When do I get my cut?
After the first 100, I will give you 1/4 of a 10th of an 1/8 of a 15th of the profit of the book.
1/4 of a 10th of an 1/8 of a 15th of the price of your book. Hey, that's 15 cents, which is actually more money than Spotify is paying me for this podcast.
We are agreed then.
Yes, we are. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to spend a lot of money on something totally useless so that Zachary Esperanto, who is not really Zachary Esperanto, can shoot himself into orbit after he is dead, and so I will get 15 cents per book, please buy his book, Poems for No One, now available on Amazon. Is this what selling out to corporate greed feels like? Gross. I am A.F. Winter.
And this is Zachary Esperanto. Not really. And not for too much longer.
And this has been Confusional Arousals. I need a shower.
You certainly do. I have to pee again.
Esperanto, Esperanto, the man the world would love to know. Esperanto, Esperanto, but he must travel where he must go. He was a man so good and true, and he knew exactly what he should do. He wrote a poem with a gun to his head when his family gave him up for dead. And that poem did what it was meant to do. It melted the heart of a drug lord named Drew. And that evil man gave him back his life, gave him his freedom and the key to life. Never be afraid of things to come. Face them bravely and don't be glum. Bad news arrives by the minute. You cannot help but be in it. He traveled the world writing his poems, but life situations could never throw him. Esperanto, Esperanto, the man